Hi friends, welcome back to Sauna with Samantha. I am Sam and it is day 23 of our Fit and Focus Through the Holidays challenge. I cannot believe how close we are to the end of this challenge. I'm so proud of you guys for the hard work that you have put in thus far. Now, something that I have noticed is a problem, especially as it pertains to social media, is we have a tendency to compare ourselves a lot on social media, especially when it comes to like yoga positions and whatnot. I find myself comparing, what I can do versus what somebody else can do. I'm not the bendiest of instructors. I'm also 30 years old, so you know what I mean? You see where this goes. And I know I'm not the only person who struggles with this. I think women as a whole and even some men struggle with this often. So today, our whole flow, it's going to be a vinyasa flow, but it's all based around body positivity and appreciating the body that you are in. Because the fact of the matter is, it's really just, we're all just in bags of bones, right? Like there's no control over what body you're given when you come to the earth, right? And so it's just important to be appreciative of the body that you have the privilege to live in. If you are able to breathe, that is a privilege, right? It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter where you're at shape-wise, flexibility-wise, strength-wise. What matters is the fact that you are able to experience your life in your body. And that merits some gratitude and positivity and appreciation. So again, that's the whole purpose of this flow, is to just bring the focus to that. Be present in your body and feel some appreciation for your body and what it is doing for you. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a standing position. So just come up to Tadasana. You can either stand here in the center of your mat, or if you want to stand at the front of your mat, I'm going to start in the middle of the mat so that you can see me. I want to just take a moment to center yourself, ground down through your feet. If you want to spread your toes, you can. You don't have to. We're not doing balancing postures right this moment. And go ahead and just rest your hands wherever's comfortable and close off the eyes. And now in this position, feel the firmness of the ground underneath your feet. Feel the stability that your feet are providing for your body. Even with your eyes closed, you're able to stand tall, stand strong. Your feet are supporting you, just like they do all day long, every day. And now bring your focus to your breath. Feel that breath moving in and out of your body. You can feel the prana, or the energy, moving with that breath throughout your body. And feel the connection and the interaction that you are having with your outside environment through that breath. Take a moment to feel gratitude for that breath. Take a couple more breaths this way. Go ahead and step up to the top of the mat if you are not there already. I apologize, my hair is crazy, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way. All right, this is a vinyasa flow, so we're gonna start with a couple of sun salutations. All right, inhale, arms reach all the way up to the sky. Feel yourself drawing tall. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create some space. Exhale, plant the hands and step or jump back to a high plank. You can lower down to the knees or stay up high. And then we'll lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a moment here. You can pedal out through the feet. It's our first downward facing dog. So you can set the posture. Toes are pointed towards the front of the mat. And again, it does not matter how close your heels are drawing towards the ground. Your body is moving. Your body is holding you up. Take a moment to appreciate the hard work that your body is already doing. It's already capable of. Whatever degree it is, don't compare it to somebody else. Don't even compare it to me. Just be appreciative of what it's doing. All right, now we're gonna stay here for a moment. Go ahead and lift the left leg up. You can open through the hip. Just make sure you're not collapsing in either of your shoulders. Bend the knee. And now, just like we did in tabletop a couple days ago, we're going to circle 5 times forward. You don't have to go quite as slow as we did that day. 4, 5, and then 5 times back. 1, 2, we're just increasing the mobility in our hips. All right, go ahead and rest that foot down. Go ahead and lift that right foot up. You can open through the hip, bend the top knee, and we'll circle forward. 1, 2, 3. I apologize, my hip pops every single time I do this. So hopefully that's not too annoying for you. Go back 5 times. 3, 4, last one, 5. You can just release that foot down. Go ahead and step or jump the feet to the hands. You can come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good job. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create some space. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to a high plank. Always the option of lowering through the knees. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now again, holding here for a moment. Now option to just stay in your regular downward facing dog, or if you'd like, you can take a revolve downward facing dog. So right hand comes to the outside of your left ankle. Just twist here. If you would like to spread your feet a little bit wider to increase the support, or if you need to move your hand a little bit more to the center line, that is totally fine. Just peek out from underneath your shoulder. It's like your body is sheltering you from the rain, right? Right, on an inhale, you can unwind. And as you exhale, we'll evolve to the other side. Nice cleansing breaths. On an inhale, you can unwind again. Take one more breath here. And then step or jump those feet up to the hands. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good work. Again, your body's moving, it's working. Even if you're doing the modified versions, it's still incredible what your body is doing. All right, some bees. Inhale, chair position, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create some space. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, high plank, or down to the knees. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting from the inner thigh, left leg comes up. Plant that foot between the hands. Angle your right foot 45 degrees. And come up to warrior one. Hold here. All right, open out to warrior two. So that right foot is now parallel with the back of the mat. Front knee is going towards that second and third toe. Arms come out long, gazes over those front fingertips. Hold here. On an inhale, flip the palm up, and as you exhale, come into a reverse warrior. Inhale to come back up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Left shoulder comes right inside the left knee for humble warrior. Again, inhale to come back up. Extend the arms long, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale to come back up. Interlace those hands again. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Now pivot that back foot. Bring both arms up by the head for a high lunge. Plant the hands. Exhale. Come back to a high plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll repeat on the right side. Inhale, right leg comes up, square hips. Exhale, plant that foot between the hands. Angle your left foot 45 degrees. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Take an extra breath. I'm going to open out to warrior two. So really what we're changing is just the back foot, and your hips are no longer squaring. Gaze comes over those right fingertips. On an inhale, flip that front palm up, and as you exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up, interlace those hands behind the back. Right shoulder comes right inside the right knee for humble warrior. Shoulder blades are pressing into that back side of the body. Inhale, come back up. Extend the arms, flip that front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale to come back up. Interlace those hands. Humble warrior. Almost as if it's like a surrender, right? This humble warrior position. This is the body that I am living in. I'm grateful for that body. I can make it stronger. I can test it and stretch it. But this is my body. I'm not swapping with anybody else. And I'm grateful for it. Inhale to come back up. Extend those arms out. We'll pivot that back foot and arms come up for a high lunge. Plant the hands. Step that right foot back into a high plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to catch your breath if by chance you lost it. Again, feel that connection through the breath. You are literally interacting with the world around you. Every time you inhale and exhale. On an inhale, step or jump the feet up to the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hinge at the knees and hips. Come up to that chair position. And exhale, hands down through heart center. Good job. That was a lot of work. Take an extra breath here. All right, let's do this again. Inhale, chair position. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create some space. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into a high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, lifting from the inner thigh, left leg comes up. Plant that foot between the hands. Angle your back foot and come up, warrior one. And again, we'll open out to warrior two. Straighten that front leg and we'll come into triangle. So come forward, forward as far as you can, and then turn. Not placing weight here, it's just resting. If you want to be up on a block, that's a really great place to be. And breathe. From here, we're going to come into half moon. So if you would like to grab a block, I highly recommend it. You can place it just a little bit forward and wide of your shoulder. Bend that front knee and come up. If you're not on the block, you're just on fingertips. Set the front leg and the back leg first. Then once you feel comfortable there, you can open up through that right arm and open through the chest. Bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe. Whoop. And if you fall, that's okay. Me too. No shame in falling in half moon. Everybody does it. All right, bend that front knee. Place your right foot down. We'll come into a high lunge. Plant the hands down. Step that left foot back. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inner thigh. Right leg comes up. Plant that foot between the hands. Angle that left foot 45 degrees. Use your leg strength. Come all the way up to warrior one. And then open up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Come forward as far as you can. And then turn to come into triangle. Breathe. All right, from here, bend that front knee. If you want to take your block again, or if you're coming to fingertips, that's fine too. Come forward. First set the back leg, then straighten the front leg as soon as you feel comfortable there and stable. Then open up through the chest, extending that left arm up towards the sky. Maybe someday I'll tell you guys the myth behind half moon because I find it hilarious. Another video, another day, right? Breathe. Go ahead and unwind, bend that front leg, step your left foot back into a high lunge, plant the hands, step back to high plank, lower down through chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog, exhale downward facing dog. You can always Google the story, but probably will tell you at one point. All right, on an inhale, step or jump, feet up to hands. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up to that chair position. And as you exhale, straighten the legs, hands down through heart center. Good work, that one was tough. From here, set the foundation in your right foot and bring your left foot up to your hand for a quad stretch. Just hold here for a moment. We're not kicking back into the hand, at least not yet. Just enjoy that stretch for a moment. If you want to find a focal point to help you balance, that can be really helpful. Okay, release that foot down. We'll grab the right foot to our quad stretch on this side. Now, I failed to mention at the beginning of this flow, and I greatly apologize for that. If you have a strap or a rope or something that you can use in place of a strap, then as soon as we finish this quad stretch, pause me and go grab one, because I've got a little trick I want to share with you. All right, go ahead and release that foot down. So go get your strap if you don't have one on you. I'm going to show you a modification that is my favorite for dancer. One of my favorite teachers, Kimberly, taught this to me. Okay, so this is how you're going to do this. Unwrap your strap. Bring it long behind your foot, okay? And you want to have it kind of in the center point, so in the center of your strap. Have it flat against the back of your heel. Bring it together at the front of your foot and thread that strap, both pieces of it, in between your big toe and your second toe. You can twist it and then thread it underneath your foot like so. Okay, so you've got kind of, it looks like you know, a flip flop or a thong made out of your strap that you got going on, right? Okay, now with this, come to stand at the top of your mat again. We'll come in for that quad stretch, except now you might be able to take it a little bit farther, over the shoulder, up, and then kick back. So really kick back into that strap to come into dancer, like so. And hold. If you lose your balance, that's okay. This one's just really fun. All right, release that. And now we'll switch the strap over to the other foot. So again, bringing that strap behind your left foot this time, right at that halfway point. Okay. Want to bring the strap together, pinch it, thread it between your big toe and your second toe, and then flatten it on the underside of your foot. It's kind of a tricky one, but I love this one. It's so much fun. So maybe I'm just a super geek, and that's okay. It's good to geek out about something, right? Okay, so again, we'll come in for the quad stretch, this time with the strap. Bring it up over the shoulder. If this is where you get to, that's okay. Extend it over the head. And again, instead of kicking up like you normally would to come into dancer, kick back into the strap. So kick back, kick back. As you can see, I'm wobbly, so if you are, you're not alone. I love this posture. It's just like, yeah, I can feel beautiful, right? Okay, once you feel that you're done with your dancer, you can just release that and lose the strap. And then we'll do just the first half of another sun A, okay? So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lower down through chaturanga, all the way down to the belly. And then come into Sphinx. Stretch out through the abdomen. You can engage the core, but I want you to stretch more than anything else. I love that modification for dancer because seriously, like, it doesn't matter what your range is. When you add props, you're able to get a little bit deeper, and I feel like that just builds confidence. And dancer is a very elegant position, right? So it makes it fun. At least I think it makes it fun. All right, lower down, plant the hands. Let's push back into an extended puppy. So hips are stacked over the knees, and then we'll thread the needle. So bring that right arm underneath the left arm. We'll twist through the abdomen. So we're not collapsing on the shoulder here. We're really twisting. Breathe. Inhale, come back out. And as you exhale, twist that left arm underneath the right. Thread the needle. Go ahead and release that. And just come back into a regular child's pose. Breathe. Peel the body all the way up to kneeling. And then just swing your legs around. Scoot back to the center of your mat. Plant the feet. And then we're going to come down slowly, okay? All the way down to our back. Slow, slow. See if you can match my pace or go even a little bit slower. Giving you lots of practice with this one. All right. Good job. All right. Bring your feet the width of the mat. And we're going to do that psoas stretch variation. So bring both knees over to the right and press that left knee down and away from you. Both shoulder blades are still on the mat. Press it away. Should be feeling it all the way through here. I know we've talked about this before, even in this challenge, but the psoas, it holds on to so many different emotions. So if you've been overloading yourself with negative self-talk for a while, chances are you may be holding it there. So if you feel a little bit emotional in this position, just know that that's completely normal and you're not alone. I want to reform those habits for positive self-talk. Inhale to come back up to center. And exhale, twist to the left, pressing that right knee down and away from you. Only good comes from being positive and kind to yourself. If you tear yourself down with negativity, it doesn't really do anything for you or anybody else. You are you, and that is wonderful. All right, bring both knees back up to center. Give them a little bit of a hug. Say, good job, self. You did awesome today. Tried a few new things maybe. Hopefully, maybe looked at the whole thing with a different perspective. But either way, good job. All right, and then we'll just come into a Shavasana. So you can do feet at the width of the mat. You can take your standard, typical Shavasana. Whatever you feel is best for you today. Go ahead and close off the eyes. And again, take a moment to ground yourself through all the points that are connected to the earth. Bring that energy and that focus down. Center yourself. And then in your mind, picture each body part starting at the toes and moving upward. And take a moment to thank each of those body parts for doing the work that they do for you every day. Thank your toes, your feet, your ankles, your calves, and your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your abdomen, your back, your fingers, your hands, wrists, lower arms, upper arms, shoulders and chest, neck and throat, your eyes, your nose, your mouth and your ears. You can even extend it to your lungs and your heart and all of the different systems that function each and every day to help your body work the way that it needs to, so that you can experience your life. Even if there are some areas that are maybe not healthy, if you have issues with your glands or with your blood, your digestive system, still thank your body and thank those systems for doing the work that they do and for trying as hard as they are. Go ahead and take some subtle movements. If you'd like to wiggle the fingers and toes. And then in your own time, when you feel ready, go ahead and roll over to whichever side feels comfortable to you today. And make your way up slowly, slowly to a comfortable seated position. Eyes still closed. Take a moment to center yourself and focus on your breath. Bring hands to heart center. The light in me salutes the light in you. Think, open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I hope that that was a positive experience for you. Please comment below and let me know what you thought of that. I hope that you realize how special and important you are to the world. You are you. You're the only one like you, and that makes you pretty incredible. So just so that you have heard that today, you are enough as you are. As always with this challenge, please participate on Instagram. Post something of yourself today that makes you feel fit or focused. It does not have to be the yoga. It can be the yoga. It does not have to be the yoga. And just use that hashtag fit and focused holiday so that I can say what's up to you and let you know that you're doing a good job. I will see you tomorrow. Have a swell day and namaste.